Oh, then no. I know that.
Rising has better service though.
That's not been my experience.
For T-Mobile, we get 4 full flight sessions, and we get unlimited 1 hour sessions.
The one flight,
Please review the safety card located on your seat. It's important to have your seatbelt on at all times.
but I got on Wi-Fi, and I like downloaded it online, and it was like the best. Because I just sat there the whole time, just doing whatever, like, and it was so good, and then it never worked again.
No. My best flights are the flights that I'm like knocked out the whole time.
In case of
that just
unexpected turbulence, keep your seatbelt fastened even when
You gotta figure out. I think if you take 2 Benadryls, you can go.
But then I worried that I just
please
said
take a moment to look
like
around. In order to
the other side of that, right? Like I wouldn't be able to function whenever I got to wherever we were trying to
I know that's only for really long flights.
I think I would try to next time like flying out west.
Slides will automatically
But I can't see you
That's a 4-hour tour, I guess.
Isn't it 5? That's 5 hours.
It's like 4 one way and 5 the other way, but I don't know the direction.
Oh yeah, it's the jet stream.
One is located in the ceiling compartment in the forward cabin. One is in an overhead bin in the forward cabin, and 2 are in ceiling compartments after the forward exit.
Feels
Yeah. I get drowsy, but I can't see.
Light lines are located in the window frames of each
Follow. Make sure you pay attention, because we end up in the ocean. At least
I thought you were gonna be doing
Remember,
no.
the baby bump.
I did look to see if we could see
You are seated in an exit row. You may be asked to assist the crew during an evacuation.
I still regular, like when I'm on the plane, I'm like, there's nothing.
Comfortable performing
yeah,
exit
I'm not stressed out at all.
and assisting in an emergency.
Whenever I talk about
Please
like
ask the flight attendant. If you must evacuate the aircraft, make sure your flights on or near the floor will illuminate.
You have a chance.
if something happens. Yeah.
A change of color or an exit sign.
This is a
indicating
nice
you've reached
fake
an exit.
plane.
For everyone's safety, leave all carry-on bags behind.
No expense.
Please refer to the safety card near your seat for the operation of the exit doors on this aircraft.
If necessary, oxygen masks will drop from a compartment above your seat and ceiling compartments in the lavatories. If a strap appears and you cannot reach the mask, pull down on the strap to access your mask. Firmly pull the mask to extend the plastic tubing and start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth,
I saw it on the way
slip the
here.
elastic band over your head,
They probably
and tighten the
was
straps.
right here.
The bag may not inflate
My
while
headphones in right
oxygen
away.
is
I tried to fall
flowing.
asleep.
Make sure your mask is
Didn't.
secure before helping others.
That was fine. Like I said, I watched an episode of Attack on Titan.
Should you need it, you will find a life vest equipped with the water-activated light in a pouch under, between, or next to your seat.
I tried to go to
When
sleep
directed,
on the way to
pull the
Denver,
tabs,
but
remove the pouch.
well, not on the way to Denver, from
Move the
Denver
strap
to
around the
Florida,
pouch.
the
Tear
shade
open the
was
pouch,
broken, it was super bright,
and unfold the
and I couldn't go to
vest.
sleep.
Slip it over your head, wrap the belt around your waist, and secure it to the buckle in front. Pull the loose end tight. Inflate your vest just prior to exiting the aircraft by pulling down sharply on the red tab. You can also inflate the vest by blowing into the tube.
This aircraft is also equipped with infant life vests, which will be distributed if necessary.
Let's get drunk.
Smoking, vaping, using
I would.
e-cigarettes, or smokeless tobacco are not allowed on this aircraft.
It's just weird.
FAA regulations prohibit tampering with, disabling, or destroying laboratory smoking techniques.
Really?
U.S. law also requires passengers to comply with lighted signs and crew member
They have rum. Just
instructions.
have a McMain colada.
Now boarding.
I'm sure they have a bunch of things. Oh, it's those cans.
Make sure you switch from smartphones, tablets, and e-readers to
There was a pina
airplane.
colada, but it was like
For taxi, takeout, and landing,
He's like, I don't
large
know.
electronic
It's like, you just
devices
take your
must
one.
be turned on
I know, like,
international
our blender's
destinations.
broken.
Your flight attendants will
Their
advise you
blender's
if
always
it's
broken.
necessary to turn off and stow all devices. We'll be taking off soon. Please review the safety
No,
card
last year
located
it
in
was
your
the same
seat.
thing. It was like on the
So
rocks. They
tray
were like, we
table,
don't
food,
blend it.
beverages, carry-on items, headrest, and footrests. Make sure your seat back is upright and your seatbelt is
definitely have a
securely fastened. Please place your personal item under the seat cover. If you lose your phone or other device
I
under a
was sitting
seat,
outside.
ask a flight attendant
I
to
got
help
like a
you.
monster.
Please do not move the
I was
seat,
sitting
as
outside.
this can damage the device and its
Like, I was
battery.
thinking, like,
You know that what you choose to travel with matters as much as
but sometimes I started when I'm getting ready.
Feels like
But
bit of local
right where I
art.
go, it chases me down.
So
I swear. like,
And
like
camping.
my kitchen.
And then Durian is everything
Where I
they
have
say
it,
it
like my
is.
kitchen.
Everywhere you go in Marion
It's not like
offers you
the way it like normally goes. Like when it
Explore
does
our
kind of
entire
thing.
world of hotel brands
Like 2 days ago, I was in the kitchen when it started, and it literally right in the kitchen. I looked at it, I'm like, come on, like what's happening here? I've never seen it do that.
That was awesome.
There's no such thing as monsters.
I'm obsessed with the first Jurassic Park. I've seen all of them, but they're not great. But I'm gonna keep watching them. I didn't see that. I just saw that one recently, but other than that, I complain when they come out. So I'm like, why do you keep making them? But then I'm gonna go see them because I like the dinosaurs.
I complain, but I don't watch them.
No, I'm gonna go see them every time. And I think the first Jurassic Park is like one of the greatest movies ever. So it's never gonna.
Oh yeah, I mean that question.
The thing with Hollywood right now is the people that are like in charge of Hollywood are just very rich people. They're not necessarily like artists. So with theaters not being as popular anymore because of streaming, at this point they will only make movies that like they think can make $1 billion. And the way to make $1 billion is to get people in the theater. And because people are so selective about when they go see movies, they only see movies that are like really big in scale. So like superhero movies, disaster movies, those are the only things people need to see in theaters. So as far as the heads of the studios are concerned, those are the only movies they care to make.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. It's the same conclusion I came to. I wish I had come up with this myself, but I heard something from Pat's on this. He basically was like, we need to bring back like the $70 million budget, like just banger movies that were trying to buy like experience.
You said 70 million?
I think that's what I said, but low budget.
7 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they don't make like rom-coms and stuff like that anymore
Yeah, for
because
example.
they rather make 10 movies that make $1 billion than make 100 movies, and some of them lose a little bit of money, some of them break even, some of them, which is stupid because they all in the end make the same profit, but because they're not artists and they can care less about like telling a story or being innovative or anything like that, it's like you want to do at least as less as little as possible for like as much money. So that's just like movies with familiar brands do the best in theaters. So remakes, sequels, and like big scale movies.
We used to have perfect. They're business people, not artists.
Yeah.
So they only look at it like they look at art and creating as opposed to like something to tell a story, something to give social commentary, whatever. And yeah, like what you said, movies where there's
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
30 movies, and 5 of them are great. 10 of them are pretty good. A bunch of other ones are not so great, and the other ones, a couple stinkers. You know what I mean? But like ultimately, the whole portfolio is still profitable for film companies. Like yeah, so they just try to put out budget films that they know are gonna get people go see them.
Yeah. They don't even necessarily care if they're good. Like they're not even chasing critical acclaim because like a lot of times you watch the Oscars, starts off with this kind of like world building that is like perfect. Like the acting is incredible, the pacing is great, it's really realistic dialogue. But I didn't see the trailer, so I didn't know that that was the climax. Like I was expecting it to turn into something else, but it just kind of like is world building. And I tried to appreciate that was something different, but it just, I don't know, I try to have a balance. I'm like, you want to applaud like ambitious like storytelling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But still, I was like, I don't know.
I'm a sucker for world building, and I love like a good just dialogue. Like some of my favorite movies, especially like when I'm kind of trying to get a little bit more. I mean, I'm certainly not a film because I'm critical, but like I do try to get out there and see movies. I'm always challenging myself to watch stuff, especially things that are outside of my comfort zone. But like some of my favorite movies, like years ago, were just like low budget crime movies.
Yeah.
It's all about like clips and you know what I mean, like just like location shots. You know what I mean, nothing fancy, no animated spaceship or anything like that. Like all that stuff's great. So I'll have to check that out. I think this one's my Netflix though. It does get too expensive.
We all use my mom's Netflix.
Really?
Whole family.
I thought they cracked down.
Yeah, you have to say that you're traveling, which works for a little while, but we'll just resign it. And there is a membership that you can get that allows you to share. But
Yeah, same one for it.
yeah.
You guys are spoiled.
I'm like, but I thought it was a, I mean, everybody uses my phone.
Okay. Well, then that works. If you guys don't share it.
Like my mom has Netflix and Disney Plus. I have Hulu, and I have Paramount. She has Peacock. My aunt used to have HBO, but now she doesn't contribute anything. Like Prime, it's mostly my mom's. I'm like, Prime is my mom's. But yeah, we all share. Most of them let you log in.
I still have HBO. Oh, I was going to ask you. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, which of these movies, like, how many of these movies have you seen?
I've seen 10 Things I Hate About You. I've seen 42. I know these are cool. I feel like I've seen one of those,
This is the first one.
but I don't know.
I saw that one, but it's good.
I was looking to see if a House of Dynamite was on here, but it's not. I've seen The Accountant, or have I? Some of these movies I'm like, I've never sat and watched now that I think about it, but I know exactly what they're about, so I must have seen part of it.
A lot of these, like, a lot of movies end up on my list, and then I never see them
Like American
again.
Sniper, I've never sat down, but I know like how controversial it was, so I know what it is and everything about it.
I actually have seen that, yeah. Yeah, I don't. Now, these days, especially, I don't mess with those shit.
That's another thing, like the Oscars was going through it. The Oscars, like, that's why people wanted to diversify the Oscars. They just have like their favorite genres. And like those type of like patriotic war movies were all that they cared about for a certain, like then they only care about biopics. Then for a minute they only cared about musicals.
Yeah.
And now they only care about these witty relationship dramas. Like they don't. A movie can be great, but if it doesn't fit into like their moment, they don't care.
Yeah. So, like, American Sniper kind of falls in that, like, kind of crime kind of thing. Like, I'm not, I know too much about general movies to.
I mean, it didn't age well. I feel like it was just like a product of the time.
Well, yeah. I mean, also, like, the average person is, like, not thinking about the other factors that but it's not good that, like, our soldiers are running from our country killing doesn't mean that.
Yeah, I mean, at the time it came out, it was very popular, but it's not something that ages well.
Well, I think the other thing was, is, like, they kind of whitewashed that story.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, kind of left out some of the man, like, the real man.
That's how they all were.
Because they kind of focused on the fact that when he came back, he did try to help people with PTSD, like one of those people killed, which is sad.
Even if you've seen like The Patriot, like I know it's fictional, but it's like
I do like that movie. It's a
mixed
good
in. But that's one of those things that like I liked it too.